We can go sit if you want as well.
Yeah, let's go sit.
Over there.
So this is Aisha, and I'm with the Cribs, and they just played a set at Just Like Heaven Festival in Pasadena. How was it?
It was really fun. It was extremely intense. I was just saying we're on tour with Modest Mouse right now, so we were in Reno last night. So after the Reno show, we drove 6 hours, slept in a hotel room for maybe like 2 hours, and then like in Bakersfield, and then this morning drove another 2 hours, and pretty much went straight on stage. So it was intense. It felt like first thing on the morning on 2 hours sleep, and we didn't know what to expect at all. It was totally throw and go kind of DIY vibe, except on a massive festival stage. So yeah.
And what's it like touring again after, I'm not sure how long you've been on the road, but it's kind of exciting to get out again, I imagine.
Yeah, well, we'd taken some time out anyway. Like before the pandemic, we took a year out to we were working on getting our catalogue rights back, so we spent a year doing that, and we just got them back, and then like the pandemic hit, so it was like we were out for like 2.5 years or something, which I've been touring since 2002, so that's a long time. So I kind of conditioned myself to not be a musician anymore, to not think like that, and so getting back to it was great, It just felt I was really pent up, I suppose, and but in some ways maybe I let go of some of my old hang-ups. I used to really give myself a hard time about things, maybe some I was never really a natural kind of performer, so I would always be on my own case, but it feels good now. It's kind of liberating.
What's it like being from Wakefield? I haven't been to that part of the UK before.
Yeah, it's a small town, small mining town. Growing up there in the 80s and 90s, it was culturally, it wasn't a very stimulating place, but I wouldn't change any of it now, because me and my brothers, we talk about it a lot, how informative that was of our worldview and our ethics, and also it was just such a good apprenticeship, because we learned that there was nothing going on there, so we had to build it ourselves, and that stuck with us for the rest of time. We really value being able to play a show in Pasadena to a bunch of people. We don't take anything for granted, and we're also used to, like I said, we're used to doing things for ourselves. So I think that's why we could thrive in this situation, on, like I said, 2 hours sleep and having to build the stage, and get on with it. Some bands kind of fall apart in that situation, and for us, I think we're sort of used to it, and I would not change any of that now.
Is it reminiscent of the early days where it was just let's throw it together and see what happens kind of thing?
Yeah. I mean, in the UK, we have we play as a 4-piece band for the most part, and we have a bigger crew and maybe some stage set dressing and stuff. Out here, when we tour in the US, it's just the 3 brothers and a couple of crew people in a van together, and so it's more of a team effort where everyone makes the show happen themselves. I mean, I haven't done night drives and and early mornings like that since I was in my early 20s probably. So it's that's definitely, but I don't mind. It's again, I would still rather do things that way than get to the point where you're too reliant on having a bus or a crew, because then sometimes you have to turn things down, because you can't make, if you have too many things you depend on, you can't be as adaptable. So it works for a band like us to just throw and go.
So what's next for the Cribs? You said you're going to be on tour with Modest Mouse. Do you have any new material that's going to be released?
We're just finishing the Modest Mouse stuff right now because we're still touring the last record we put out, Night Network. That came out at the end of 2020, but we didn't get to tour it in the US yet. So this is our first time doing that. So we're gonna get that finished first, and then just take things from there. I don't know. In some ways, the pandemic's made me view things a little differently. Like how, I guess I try not to plan things too much. It's like take every day at a time now. You know.
That's all we can do, right?
Yeah, I mean, because then it's like we had this Night Network was ready to go, and then the pandemic shut everything down, and I was really frustrated and trying to control the situation and trying to keep things moving. It was futile. So it's now I'm just I'm happy that we did this festival today. And yesterday I wasn't worrying about the lack of sleep, and we're driving another 6 hours tonight to get to Denver. And I'm not worrying about that either, because it's I'm glad that I'm still doing it, and I'm glad that I can be adaptable. So take every day as it comes.
That's amazing. And are you guys going to be in the Bay Area at some point?
Well, we were booked to play the Independent, which I really like that venue actually. Mm-hmm. But that tour got cancelled. It was a headline tour. That tour got cancelled because of the pandemic. So we're hoping to reschedule those shows at some point, but I don't know when that's going to be yet. So.
Well, we'll be on standby till that happens.
Cool.
And what's the best place for people to find you online, your socials and all that good stuff?
We have all the usual social media channels. It's just the Cribs. Just nothing fancy. So yeah, people can find us on there, no problem. Everything's just the Cribs, that's it.
And last question, what's your fondest memory of playing in California, I guess, besides today?
Oh man, so many, Los Angeles and California in general has always been really good to us. We had one of our best shows ever was at the El Rey Theater in LA. I love that. We played I said, I really like the Independent, done a few shows there. Bimbo's.
Bimbo's, I used to work there.
Yeah, I loved that place. It's so
old school Italian.
Yeah, and super unique to there's something about touring in America where you do hit a lot of every city's got the venues are so different. In the UK, when you get into larger rooms, they're all pretty you end up in academy venues, they're all kind of similar. So I like the variations in the US. California's been really, really good to us. We've recorded records here. We recorded our fourth record, Ignore the Ignorant. We made that in the Valley. That was really fun. Too many.
Too many memories to name. Well, thanks so much for chatting with me today. It's great to meet you, and looking forward to the next gig.
All right, thanks a lot. No problem.
Take care.